Hello everyone, my name is Uthris, and welcome back to another sleepy episode of Vintage Story. We're gonna get started here from last time. We went ahead and started our copper mine officially. It's currently the 9th of October. October's coming to an end, and you can see up there on the hillside a little bit of the forbidden winter to come. So we'll be switching to our winter clothes soon. I'm glad I went ahead and pre-made some of those. As you can see, knee-high fur boots, coats, and gloves. These things are pretty easy to do. You just need some pelts and some shears or a knife to kind of cut them into the correct size. This is kind of like your best winter clothing initially. I think they just added some newer ones for more options and stuff. So excited to get those eventually, but this is going to be our first winter upcoming. So I'm excited for that. Otherwise, I went ahead and gathered a bunch of ore out of the mine. In fact, I wanted to go down there and just finish off this pickaxe at the start here so you guys can kind of see officially how big some of these deposits can be. So first things first, let's have some pie. There we go. Some good old pie. Blueberry pie. Nothing wrong with that to start the day. We'll check on the farm too. On the way, I think my pigs will be giving birth soon. So I harvested the parsnips. Let's just go ahead and give the rye a little bit of water here. I think before next planting season, we need to kind of start toying around with aqueducts and seeing what we can do for farming long term. Oh, okay. Thank God that wasn't a 30 block deep hole or something crazy. Would have been the end of the series right there. Okay, welcome back to the mines. And you can see we've been chipping away. We have been chipping away here. Obviously, this isn't the most decorative build in the world, doing a mine like this, but I do like the support beams and how they add a certain amount of character when it comes to, you know, these type of organic builds in a way, right? Even the ladder, I decided to decorate it a little bit, but yeah, we're pulling rich and medium ore out of this, which is pretty crazy. So I think it was a double ore deposit kind of squeezed together. Sometimes you'll find that, and then sometimes what you'll find is one ore deposit might slightly cannibalize the other. Alright, cool. Just like that. I think this is the whole vein here, or at least all the connected bits. There might be one or two little things left over here, but we'll have to do some prospecting to see where this shaft will lead us going forward. So let's head back up. Boy, there's just so many projects to do. So we just completed a firing of some vessels, some ingot molds that we needed, some new bowls, which potentially turn into more lights, 4 new cooking pots because I keep making candles in my one good cooking pot because I'm not very bright, it seems. So we're going to have a couple spare cooking pots up here. Something else. Boy, what haven't I done here lately? So let's store this metal real quick. Oh, nice, a rich crystallized chunk. That'll add to our museum at some point. Got another cooking pot out here. And, oh, no, still gotta store stuff. Man, inventory storage, rough. Okay, so what I got for you guys is a new little section of the house. So firstly, made a little fat storage shelf for a lump of fat and some beeswax that we've been collecting. That way they're a little bit more decoratively displayed up here, and it's a functional cabinet. You'll notice we have a little grate in the closet here, which goes down to our new expanded cellar. So that's what these vessels have been fired for. I love the fact that you can place things at an angle in this game on certain blocks. So move some of the long-term food down here into this new cellar, which will eventually have a branch that way and a branch that way as well. So I'm excited for that. Vegetable storage is at 0.19 down here, which is great. Grain 1.13, other 0.26. So the lower your storage is, technically the cooler it is and lasts longer. So this is just directly underneath the house, not too far down, really, just kind of just underneath the natural dirt layer, which is fine. So about 10 blocks total down to get to it, but it'll serve us well, I think. And then these new molds will do nicely, so we can make 8 copper ingots per pour now. Something that I want to do is a little bit more magic research. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in a rusty gear. I went ahead and made one of these guys stable. We have an inert ancient spire. Plug that in. And then we'll ponder what this shape means. And how does it make us feel? You know, long term. Yes. What is the meaning of you, obelisk? There we go. Cool. We have gained 3 maximum mana. Just like that. And in fact, I have, I think, another one out there that I haven't meditated at either. And it might have a different symbol on it than our close one. So let's go check that out. I've been carrying around a bone wand of lesser thunderbolt, like a Pikachu. Down here I've been doing a little bit of tanning. So tanning is I don't think it's a process I've described yet, but essentially what you do is just get lime water, okay? Some good old lime water. And then you soak a rawhide in it. Now, depending on how big the hide is, it requires more lime water. So I always start with a barrel of 50 units of lime water. That's just ideal in my opinion. And then once you soak hide in there and seal it for so many hours, you get soaked hide that you can then scrape with a knife. Now I have scraped hide. So from there, step 2 is scrape hide into weak tanning, which is essentially just water and a oak log per 10 units of water. And then from scraped, you move it over to the strong tannin, which is made with another, essentially, oak log per 10 units of tanning. So, you know, you just move them down the barrels, essentially, and then when they're done in the strong tannin, they are a tanned hide completely and are ready to be processed. I'm just going to store that in there so I don't lose it. Nice thing, too, is once you start the process, they don't degrade. So if you really want to, you can just do a whole bunch of the lime water process on a lot of hides and then hold off on processing them farther if you want to, because they won't spoil. There we go. Always nice getting a fresh pour. Okay, cool. Let's sleep. A beautiful day for some magic. Okay, so let's get this thing started, I guess. have the enchanted stone. I need a couple mana torches and the 4 arcanus. And mana torches was just stone. No, 8. Stone, twine, and dust, right? Okay, good. And I need my chalk. I got my little wand. Don't need my knife, I don't think. 4 arcanus. Is that all I need for this one? No, I need a ritual world essence magic stone. Okay. We've been doing world magic about right here. And I think this is a bigger one. All 4 sides. Okay, it wants the thermic block here. Or the enchanted stone. And then we just do rune, rune, rune. That. And then 4 arcanus. Ritual ready and complete. Let's transmute this and see what it does. Okay. Rust sickness. Oh. Hello? Oh, crap. It's a nature protector. Everything's fuzzy. Okay. Everything's still fuzzy. Is it? Maybe. It's like I'm drunk. Alright, well, let's harvest the century and see what we just accidentally created here. Obelisk. Okay, rust sickness again. Why? Ugh. Grace of light, runic power. Essences and ley lines. Essence is an invisible force that exists everywhere in the world, just like how mana collects on the Sarah's body, and soul essence collects the world due to the influence of moral. Okay. Neutral light, dark gray. Okay, obelisk. These blocks can consume magic items to trigger a reaction that causes neutral essence to be generated. What about rust essence though? Why am I getting rust essence or sickness from this? Normally, you get that in the previous version if your magic tier was too low. Oh man, it is super fuzzy now. I had to break this. I've got to. Resonating sneak right click to show runestone placements. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet. Surround with magic runes to activate. Ow. Is this rust sickness that's hurting me right now? Oh no, I'm starving. Does rust sickness make you hungry? Alright, sneak right click to show runestone placement and upgrades. Surround. Magic runes to activate. It has been activated. Okay, ow. That kind of helped with the rust sickness. Resonating with the rust. I'm gonna meditate on it. What does this obelisk mean? So this is a rust furnace, which normally inert essence. Oh shoot. Begone, pest! And of course, then I'm getting rust sickness. Yeah, and that is draining my food like no other. Holy cow. I need to be careful of that. Well, we have an obelisk. I don't know what that's going to do for us. I need to read my book on this a little bit. And figure out what to do with this rust sickness. But I think we're out of time for today's episode. If you guys enjoy this stuff, feel free to subscribe. Become a mage today. Unlock magic with me. And we'll see you all in the next video. As a cower now that my front yard is poisonous. Enjoy.